James and I with the Tessa James hitting these Tulsa streets on cruise control. Okay. So basically what we're gonna start off with, I want to know, you know, how you came to be who you are, because you know, when I think modeling, I think you being yourself, basically, because it's like acting, you playing a role, rapping, you singing verses about, you know, artists, you doing stuff that isn't you personally. Like artists, you painting pictures about other people, but when you're modeling, you're literally yourself. So we're gonna start off with talking about you. How I start off every show. You grew up in Tulsa?
Yes.
North Tulsa?
North Tulsa, woo woo.
Have you been in the same house since you've been born?
Since I was 4.
Since you was 4. Okay. So born and raised.
Yeah.
You went to Wall Women?
Yes.
Wall Women Elementary, and then Nathan Hill?
No, girl, I went to Carver Middle School.
Why do I say Nathan Hill?
I don't know, that's his. Sorry, no offense. Actually, all of the offense. No, I'm just kidding. But, no, I went to Walt Whitman for all of elementary, so 6 years, freaking long. And then I went to Carver for all 3 years, and then I went to Booker T for all 4 years.
Okay. So I'm going to just say this for people who are not in Oklahoma. When you're in the country, I mean, that's how they did it in the old school too, but like when you're in the country, you go to elementary school until 6th grade, which is why she said...
No. I went there for 6 years because 1st to 5th grade, right, and then kindergarten. So I went there in kindergarten through 5th grade.
So you went 6th through 8th at...
Carver.
Okay. Okay. I know a lot of schools out here though that are like 1st through 6th and then 7th and 8th and 9th and then high school.
Yeah, that just started happening. I don't know what they got going today in school system.
Right. Okay, so then you went to Carver, and then you went to Booker T. Washington. What did you do there?
At Booker T? So, I was only in the fashion show at Booker T. So I was in the fashion show for 3 years in a row, minus freshman year. And that was pretty much all I did. I was 2.0 student.
Okay. And so you went to Langston after?
Yes.
And so how was your journey at Langston?
Journey at Langston was great.
Well, let's start with freshman year. Because
Okay.
I like a timeline, and I like to know like how it got to where, you know, you are now.
Right. So once I left Booker T, I realized that doing nothing really sucks. And you just feel like really left out of like the conversation, basically. There you go with the air blast.
I mean, I feel like the wind is going hard.
Right. It was. So yeah, I just basically felt left out of the conversation a lot. And I don't know why the windows went up in the first place.
Okay, because that ain't working, but the air's gotta work.
Right. But so yeah. So I told myself when I go to Langston, I'm doing everything.
Right.
I did it all in like one semester.
Okay,
like,
time to shove it all.
Like literally made Dean's on the road first semester.
Okay.
I love the Kappas, was always around them, so I did Miss Crimson and Cream.
Okay, shout out to Miss Crimson
I
and
did
Cream
Miss
pageant.
Orange and Blue first, and I did not place in that pageant. So then that persuaded me to go further.
Who ended up winning?
Helena was
Helena Miss Orange and Blue our freshman year. Okay, yeah.
So yeah, so boom. Then did Miss Crimson and Cream, got second runner up. I was surprised they even called my name for anything. I was like, but I did a bomb dance. My dance was bomb.
You said you was first runner up?
Second runner up.
Second runner up. Keisha was first, and then CC won.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
Like you said, at Booker T you did the fashion show. You did the fashion show at Langston for what? How many years? 2 years, and then you were on the...
Yeah, I did the fashion show at Langston for 2 years. Yep.
And then you helped them organize it. Oh, what the fuck you did? What's it called?
What?
The dolls.
Oh yeah, and I was also part of Langston Dolls freshman year, and then I took over Langston Doll's sophomore year.
Okay, so give us a little tea about how Langston Doll started and how you took over, and you don't got to get into the rest, but let's just get tea on.
Okay, so
how you got into it.
So Yuki Hunter went to Booker T with me, and when I got to Langston, she hit me up and she was like, hey, I'm starting this dance group, and I really want you to try out. My whole thought was like feline, because I actually was on the dance team at Booker T, but I quit like after 2 days because I was just trash back in the day. So yeah, as a person, yeah, I was just trash. But yeah, so yeah, I was like, okay, yeah, cool. Like, I know her, like, she got a dance group, and like, I've been a part of upcoming dance groups all my life, so I was like, cool, yeah, we can definitely do that. So I tried out, and then I made it, and then I tried out, and then for co-captain, and I made it. So yeah, so then the next year she turned Langston Dolls over to me, where I got a personal trainer. And this is what, the sophomore year? Sophomore year. So where I got a personal trainer, I had a hip-hop choreographer, and then I had a ballet choreographer, basically, like interpretive dancing, things of that nature. So yeah, so we really went up from there, and then from there I just, kind of moved on.
Let it go.
Yeah. So when it comes to modeling, when I went to...
What was you doing in the mix of that?
Yeah, when it comes to modeling, the mix of all of that, there's like so many photographers on Langston's campus, I cannot even count. So I became friends with one of them because I was a part of this group called Rare Opportunities. And so the photographer, I would always just call him every time I was bored. Or,
shout out that photographer.
Josh Howard.
Okay.
J. Howard Photos. So I would always hit him up and be like, hey bro, you trying to do a photo shoot? Yeah, what's up? Like, he was always down for the call. So we was always on the go. And he had a great eye. So I learned my great eye from him. And from there, I started working with other photographers, and then I started helping them get that great eye too. Nice. So every photo that I was taking and that I still take is bomb. It's always gonna be bomb because of J. Howard Photos. Okay. So yeah.
Who else did you work with at Langston?
So then I met DJ Wayne this thing, and he asked me.
Interview with Wayne and this thing coming up.
Hey, shout out. But so he had asked me what do I do, and I was like, I'm a model. And he was like, really? Let me see something. So I did a model walk literally in my dorm room. And he was like, yeah, so I know the people over She's Happy Hair OKC. I can hit him up.
I never knew he connected you with them.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah, my life is great.
Crazy.
Right. So he connected me with them. Shout out to JC and Randall and Her Main Addiction, because they actually switched they switched She's Happy Hair to Her Main Addiction, and that's how I got on Her Main Addiction through them. I traveled to Kansas City, where they opened that location. I started working for the store when they opened their Tulsa location. We had a commercial shoot for Tulsa, and then we had a commercial shoot for Oklahoma City. Of course, it's the same commercial. But then we had one for Kansas City when they opened that store a couple of years later. So, yep. And then pretty much after that, I moved back to Tulsa because in the midst of that, my brother was murdered. R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Dede, yeah.
Dede. You said Keandre, I'm like, okay, Dede.
Right. So, yeah. So I moved back to Tulsa, just to take it slow and really get my minds together. When I moved back to Tulsa, that's when I was working for Her Main Addiction, and I just started working with XOL, Extraordinary Ladies.
We haven't even talked about that.
Right. So started working with Extraordinary Ladies, and then I parted ways from them, and I just kept doing it. I mean, I'm still doing it, really. Yeah.
Okay, so I know you do hosting too. Tell me how you feel about hosting.
wanted to do at all. And I was like, this is not me. This is not what I do. I was being hecka bougie about it. And I was like, no. Period. But I did it. And I continue to do it. And, you know, it's cool. You know, working with certain people. Nowadays, I've been meeting, like, famous people, celebrities. So, I've met DJ Duffy. Shout out to D for putting that event together. And I've also met B. Simone. Shout out to D for putting that together. And I got into a free concert through promoting to see NBA YoungBoy, like up close and personal. Oh, and I just recently was on the Russell Westbrook comedy show event. And I got to be close to him, backstage with him. And yeah, took a picture with his best friend. His best friend posted it on his page.
Go check it out.
Right, go check it out. So yeah. Oh, it's cool.
Okay, so where do you see yourself going? Like, do you see yourself modeling in the future? And if so, like, how far do you see yourself going?
As far as modeling, there will never be an end.
Okay.
Okay, I am Naomi Campbell.
Okay.
She's still going.
Okay.
So I'm going to still be going. There will never be an end. I've just learned that I really like doing it. And you should continue to do what you like to do.
True that.
It was a hobby. I've gotten paid to do it. Still gonna continue to get paid to do it. But the price is gonna go up and up and up and up.
But
and up,
busy,
and
hello?
up. Okay. It's like a hot air balloon. It's just going up.
I'm weak.
Literally. So yeah. But through modeling, I guess I realized, I don't know, like, I could do makeup too.
You also do makeup.
Yeah. So I started doing makeup at Langston. It was my little side hustle. It was like $10 a face. And then I would do eyebrows like $5.
Okay.
So, you know, just a little side hustle.
You should sell sticks too.
Huh? Right. I did use some sell sticks too, guys.
You was hustling and bustling at Langston.
I was. Okay, I'm a hustler. That's what I do. It's in me and on me. Okay? It's all around me. I'm a hustler. So, I get it from my papa.
Okay.
George Alexander. But anyways.
Lordy.
So yeah. So then that's when I got the name Ivy Rose Beauty Boutique. So I could promote to the Langston campus through social media. And I got the name Ivy Rose because of our sorority. You know, Ivy's. And then Rose is my favorite flower. Yep.
I know that.
So Beauty Boutique came from the fact that beauty is everything. So it basically allows me not to put a cap on myself. So it's just networking, you know. I think that whomever I network with, like, they keep me on my toes. Like, okay, so when I was at Langston, it was Josh. Like, Josh was like my main go-to guy. And in Tulsa, Michaela Smith has been my main camera person. So as far as like who I've taken pictures, we're gonna say
Michaela Smith soon.
Right. So as far as like who I've taken pictures with, those two probably have the most of my photos. But shout out to JC Designs, Jayla Shine. She's my fashion, designer, and she come through for all of the events. Okay, honey. Like I have a new outfit every event. She's always like, "What you wearing to this? What you wearing to this?" Like she just hooked me up. Like, period. So yeah. And I'm currently working with Julian.
It's dark.
It's got dark. Yeah, I'm currently working with Julian.
Who's Julian?
He's a photographer around Tulsa, and he has some things in store.
Oh, you said I gotta do an interview with Julian? That's what you said?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh, I'm giving you all the plugs. I'm getting everybody
I'm
all
getting the plugs, okay?
Yeah. So, hit all these people up, okay?
Gotcha.
Go to my social media if you're looking for them.
Okay.
But, I'm currently working with Julian. I ain't gonna speak too much because it ain't my project. It's his project. I'm just on the project, and I feel great about it. Shout out to Demia as well. She's a makeup artist, dope makeup artist that did my face on the project. So, and that's his go-to makeup artist, so it's lit.
So get a people your social media.
All right, so I'm really the same person everywhere.
Okay, that's me. I'm the same person everywhere you go. It's just Janae. That's it.
But Twitter's a little different. But you can follow me on Instagram at Tessa James, TessaJames. I'm Tessa James on Facebook. You can like my Ivy Rose page on Facebook, which is IVYROS Beauty Boutique. If you don't know how to spell that part, then good luck. And then you can also follow me on Instagram with Ivy Rose, which is Ivy Rose BB, just 2 B's. Yeah, so yeah, that's my social media. I don't really get on Twitter. It's the devil.
I'm over the bullshit.
And put that part in there. Because Twitter is the devil.
I'm over the bullshit.
And I don't really get on Snapchat either. It be having you in your feelings. I don't do all of that.
Snapchat is just for kids these days.
Facebook is really business purposes, honestly. I don't
Basically.
Really be on there either, but when I do, I am.
Oh, you.
Y'all can book me my makeup services on Instagram through Facebook, or you can book me on Facebook. What was the other stuff? Because I'm bad at this on the spot.
I think you did a good job. You okay?
And then I'm always down for a photo shoot. I'm always down for a photo shoot. I'm still working on the hosting thing, okay? But if the right guy hits me, I will maybe possibly do it. So yeah, what's coming up? We're about to get to Shmoney.
Hello. Well, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Just kidding. I don't know who TED Talk is. Thank you for coming to watch Cruise Control. Edit that.
TED Talk. I'm like, no.
Thank you for coming to watch Cruise Control with Tessa Janae hitting these Tulsa Street with Tessa James. And we'll see you next time.